Hey everyone, let's talk about the recent Datamine news that involves the expedition, specifically the Pitt. We all have been craving new information and have been wanting to know more about the newest content that was mentioned last year. There was a brief moment where crickets began to chirp and silence casted over like a cover. We as a community were unsure if there was anything new going to be mentioned. Well, things have changed, thankfully due to a veteran Dataminer member named Waster or DSJ had shared some interesting information and images regarding towards the infamous Pitt. Now, before we go any further, there are a few things you should know that was also mentioned in this by DSJ is that the information here can be changed or scrapped. The reason for this is, well, it's simply all data mined and nothing is set in stone. Also, if you are not into hearing spoilers, as in what you'll be doing once the patch is live and how the map is set up, then I would suggest leaving now. With all that out of the way, let's flip the table and see what's underneath. We are first going to talk about how the Pitt will work. Once you arrive at the expedition, there apparently is going to be 3 different stages for the mission. This will show up on the widget for your fellow friends, which will allow them to see what part of the mission you're at. There is the planning part, presumably this could be where you set up the quest. Next up is the playing stage, which seems obvious enough. And lastly, there is the ending stage. We can assume this is where we will be receiving our rewards and plans and perhaps see some sort of animation or cutscene when exiting. As for the mission, there are going to be different playable locations for the Pit. The first one that was data mined can be seen on screen. Most of what you see is not complete, so there's going to be some missing images and whatnot. Again, just remember everything can be changed or swapped around, so nothing is permanent here. And especially the missing images and all this stuff right here. So let's just get into more of this. What you will notice is the location states Pittsburgh. Right after that, you can see the Expedition District is Industrial District. This is going to be where you will start off, and we can assume there are going to be different districts to play at. Next up, you'll see the contract called Hex. She is a non-playable character, and there is not a whole lot of info on her, so, hey, it's what it is. Lastly, we can see what level is recommended for the mission. For example, this one is level 50 is what it is recommended. Let me direct your attention to the bottom left here, because on the text it states, the Union has made contact with the local responders in Appalachia. They've got hostile forces holed up in the firehouse nearby that can't dig out, and the foundry's full of troublemakers that need some reclamation. There's rumors of the other weird creatures making problems as well. Report to Hex for more info once you arrive. And I'm sure a lot of you have questions about the responders. I cannot give you any information on that. We just do not know a lot about this part. You're probably wondering, what will we be doing here? How do we start the quest? Well, what we know so far is that there is a mention of White Springs as a place of fast traveling too, at least through the widget. The first objective is to acquire fuel from the Managa power plant, in which we can assume this will then be the fuel that we use to fly to the Pit. There is some text on the widget that says, my time has come to expand the rebuilding of America outside of the Appalachia. We've received reports of survivors in other cities. They need our help. So yeah, this is pretty much just what we know for this portion. There's going to be more to this in terms of objectives. It's just this is what's been data mined. Again, all of the information is subject to change possibly. Anything could be, changed up. And all credit to the data miners. All of the source and information will be down below so that you can definitely check that out. And if you're wondering what else is here to look at in terms of data mine information, well, there is some expedition completion screen. There's just no rewards or anything, but honestly, it looks just like the daily ops, how it pops up. And I assume all the rewards are going to be there in the middle. And I'm sure once you exit out of the reward screen, it just takes you out of the expeditions just like it does with the daily ops. There's also some icons here that you can take a look at that will be a part of the expeditions. There's also a group called the Unions that are in the game. There's not a lot of information on them. So yeah, this is just literally all that we know so far, and I thought that this would be a great video Now, I know a lot of you are wondering where are the glitches and what are you doing? Well, let's be honest, there's not a lot to do right now in terms of glitching. If there's no content to mess with, there's no new glitches to find, and that's just pretty much how it is. At least for me, because I genuinely like to glitch and mess with new stuff and find newer stuff, and if I'm just messing with old stuff, it bores me out, and I feel like I'm just not having the same amount of fun as I once did. As for the channel members, gotta do the good old shout outs. You know how I am. I love to appreciate every single one of you. Captain Awesome, which is literally our new member. Thank you so much, dude. I just saw that you joined up just recently, so if you're watching this, which hopefully you are, then comment down below, dude, and I will be down to reply back to you. And of course, got to give a huge shout out to King Nasty because he was our first member. Thank you so much for staying as a member. Big shout out to the homie Syringes. Man, I know what's up with you, and thank you for always just being down to talk about stuff. So I appreciate you as a member and as a fellow friend. So definitely thank you so much. And lastly, FO76 Dixie. Thank you. You just still are a member. Thank you. I haven't seen you comment. So if you're a member, comment down below. I'll respond to you. It's one of my things, man. I'd love to, talk to you guys. So definitely do that. If you want to be a member, you can click join down below. As for now, I'm going to head on out. Thank you guys for taking the time to always watch the videos. If you would like to join the Discord, you can do that by clicking the link down below at discord.gg/glitchunlimited. And as for me, I'm going to head on out. Hopefully enjoy the day as I have some things to do. So hopefully you all are having a great day, if not a better day. So yeah, I'll leave it with that. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.